Welcome back to In Focus. Earlier, we talked about the highlights of the athletics test event in the new Clark City. What we didn't discuss, though, is the actual purpose of these test events prior to the games. But that's what we're going to do right now.
Paolo was there in New Clark City for the Athletics and Aquatics test events, where he learned the importance of these preliminary proceedings. Here's what happened.
Over the weekend, the FISGOC puts the aquatic and athletics venues at the new Clark City to the test. With a meet as big as the 2019 Southeast Asian Games, these types of events are necessary to ensure smooth operations. It is an opportunity to further iron out all the fine details that could lead to successful hosting.
FISGOC decided to have 5 test events, and this is the culminating part of the test event. Part of this component is to test all the operations. So far, today is the first day, quite smooth, but of course there are still a lot of improvements that we need to do. I think overall this test event will help us really do a lot of improvements in other sports. This is just 2 sports here. We have other 54 sports.
Both local and foreign athletes compete in small events to simulate what could happen once the SEA Games start. There's even a crowd present for these exhibitions. For the Filipino athletes, the new venues are a source of pride, and they are happy to help pair that with world-class services and game operations.
Actually, nakakataba ng puso kasi meron tayong ganito kagandang stadium dito sa Pilipinas. Yung preparation nila, napakaganda din. And maging perfect na to in time in SEA Games.
I find that it's quite fascinating. It's quite well done. So looking at the facilities and the equipment and the necessaries, that you are more or less, or everything is good.
There is still a lot of work to be done to get everything ready for the 2019 Southeast Asian Games. But with test events like these, it is all a step in the right direction.
Now that the essence of the test events has been made clear, let's move on to discussing another important part of the country's preparation for the SEA Games.
On Wednesday, the FISGOC organized a 7th signing ceremony for the biennial meet, followed by a meeting of all the chefs de mission. For more on the grand gathering, here's our report plus a one-on-one interview with FISGOC COO Tatsuzara.
The signing ceremony for the 2019 SEA Games took place on October 29, keeping the wheels in motion as the preparation for the 2019 SEA Games intensifies. The top officials of the Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee were all in attendance, as well as the leaders and movers of the country's sporting community. Special guests consisting of representatives of the participating nations also joined the important gathering.
We would like to renew our friendship, even in the realms of sports competition. There is much bigger search of friendship in this region. After all, we were just one continent before. So the sports is just a vehicle for us to renew our friendship. And for all the things that will be available in the Southeast Asian Game, anything that we wanted to discuss in the CDN meeting, be presided by FISGOC, we will come as brother and sister, discuss, resolve their problems along the way. Welcome to the Philippines.
I'd like to express our gratitude to all of the sponsors, those who have signed before and those who have signed today. You have invested well, because this is not only an investment for your entity or corporation, this is really an investment in the Filipino people. So to the FISGOC people, POC, PSC, who forms FISGOC, Chairman Butch and I, Chairman President Bumble, Chairman Steve, and all those who have been working hard on this. We'd like to commit to our sponsors that we will work hard to give you the most viewed and the best SEA Games so far.
After the ceremony, all the chef de mission for the games, led by PSC Chairman Butch Ramirez, met one more time where they gave updates regarding their current tasks. In the end, the results were well received and emanated positive energy heading towards Southeast Asian Games.
This alliance has produced results instantly because Congress, the House of Representatives, has added 500 million pesos to the budget of PSC, over and above what was approved by DBM, and over and above that
they get from PAGCOR. This will be used for the preparation and for the support ng teams ng Olympics, but also to support yung Para Games 2020.
All these issues, concerns are always solved every day. So that is part of the transportation, accommodation, the accreditation. So that's very normal for any games, whether Olympic Games, Asian Games, or SEA Games. So what is the important thing is for FISCO in order to solve these problems every second or every minute.
Well, if you ask me, I'm ready for the games. I'm ready for the games time mode of the SEA Games. Just a week ago, or since yesterday, we finished the test event for athletics, diving, and water polo. It has been very successful, and we did also the simulation at the Athletes Village, no, with catering, accommodation. So it has been very successful. Although there are still a lot of improvements we need to do for the games time. Na yung mga konting problema, we have to improve during games time. But overall, again, I mentioned earlier, in the scale of 1 to 10, 9 na tayo. Finishing touches na lang. And again, yung mga issues, daily issues, we are there to resolve every day. The signing ceremony, these are the additional sponsors that we have for the games. Natutuwa ako dahil tuloy-tuloy naman ang suporta ng mga sponsors. So sabi ko nga, hanggang hindi pa nag-opening, tanggap ng sponsor, basta meron. Basta may cash, tanggap tayo, di ba? So we continue, and I'm very happy. And then we have 4 more sports sponsors coming for the water, for the soft drinks. Siyempre, kasama yung soft drinks. At medyo marami pa tayong sponsors na papasok in the next few days. Pagkakaiba natin, biggest because it's 56 sports in the history of the SEA Games, 530 events in the history of the SEA Games. We have built a new sports city never before. Rizal Memorial, pinakaluma. Ngayon, may proud na tayo. We have a world-class facility, yung swimming, athletics, in the Athletes Village. This is the first time in the history of Philippine sport na meron tayong Athletes Village. Never before wala tayo. So, there's a lot of first in this 30th SEA Games. So, I think we should be proud, all of us, magtulong-tulong kay media, broadcast, tulong-tulong tayo sa success nitong SEA Games.
After hearing all of that, one can't help but feel excited for the SEA Games.
Well, there are many reasons why the biennial meet has generated a lot of excitement, and we'll talk about a couple of those when In Focus returns.